Good morning. Today I'll be continuing my discussion of the United States battleship Texas. As you may recall, I previously discussed the historical value of USS Texas. I described to you her history and what she is like today. Today I'll be going into what I feel about the battleship Texas. Personally, I feel that the battleship Texas deserves to be preserved. She is a historical monument. She holds so many secrets, so many stories. And she's the last of her kind. To let Texas rot away or to scrap it would be to effectively erase that part of United States history, of world history. I'm not the only one who feels this way. $35 million has already been raised to dry dock USS Texas. However, $35 million is only the beginning. Yes, they can do what they need to on her with that money. But if they had more, they could do more. The Texas holds so much value as a historical landmark. She's a symbol of pride for the state of Texas and should be a symbol of pride for the entire United States. Her active military service and her service to her country as a museum is important and deserves to be preserved. There are some who would argue that the steel used to make up Texas could be put to better use, and the money spent to preserve Texas could be put to better use. I won't dispute that. There's always something else that could be done with money. However, I do point you to the fact that scrapping a ship is a very cost-inefficient process. It costs more to scrap the ship than you get back from selling the steel. From paying the workers to renting the dry dock and covering all your legal fees if there are accidents. It costs more to scrap a ship than it does to just leave it. I also ask you, would you scrap your family heirlooms? Would you sell your great-grandmother's engagement ring to get the diamonds back? To get the gold band back and put it towards, say, gold wiring? No, you wouldn't. It's just not something people do. That's just not something people do. And there are others who would ask, well, we've already got 7 museum battleships in the United States. Why do we need another? And to this I say, Texas is unique among the museum battleships in that she is part of the Dreadnought era, which was defined by the launch of the British battleship HMS Dreadnought in 1905. That battleship revolutionized naval design and construction from then on. And the other battleships that we are preserving are not part of that era. Texas is the only ship left in the world from that era. The only battleship, I should say. And I also point you to other museums. There are hundreds of Revolutionary War museums hundreds of Civil War museums, hundreds of World War I and World War II museums that all tell very similar stories, and yet we keep them around. This is why Texas should be preserved. This is why you should donate to help Texas stay with us for another century. Thank you.